All right, and today we got Stranger Things did something no show ever did by Giovanni Marks. I've never seen his channel yet, but this is like, Stranger Things is currently the biggest thing ever. I've been watching it. I haven't seen the finale yet. I'm sorry, but I like Stranger Things. I want to see what his take is on doing something a show never did. Maybe it's the fact that they waited 15 years to actually finish the show. No, but which is crazy because when the show came out, I looked like I look like this. I look like this, bro. This is me in 2016, and like obviously you guys see me now, bro. If you want to see more of me now, Instagram, go on Instagram. But anyway, but yeah, anyway, for the people over on YouTube, twitch.tv/Brando or whatever, if you want to see the reactions live and in real time, like, subscribe, and let's get into it.
Stranger Things isn't just a good show. It's one of the best shows of all time, if not the best. It's completely changed not only how TV shows are made, but it even changed how we watch them. And it's the only show to make an entire decade of life popular again. And after watching the Harry Potter movies, binging each chapter year after year, growing older with the kids I'm watching, and seeing them grow up into big, beautiful adults, all while I just sat right here on my butt crack and ate 10 years worth of Doritos, I was convinced that something like that would never happen again. And then it happened again. But how? How did Stranger Things go from a failing project that not a single studio wanted to make to an absolute masterpiece?
Wait, nobody wanted to make this?
Over the world. But more importantly, how did Stranger Things become the... But wait, whoa. I just wanted to thank my sponsor.
Stranger Things is not the go, bro. Stranger Things is not the go. I got Stranger Things up there, bro. Attack on Titan's higher. Breaking Bad is higher. I got a couple. Game of Thrones, except the ending, is fire. I haven't watched Stranger Things. The thing that brings Stranger Things down is that one episode in season 2. That brings it down, bro. That one episode in season 2 brings it down, bro. What the fuck? Why is it? Oh. But yeah, that one episode in season 2 brings it down. Season 3 is just how the tone shifts, kind of like the tone shift in that is kind of crazy, and I feel like they could have done better. Season 3 is it's kind of mid in my opinion. Season 4, banger, and then season 5, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like y'all could have. Again, I haven't watched the finale. I'm actually gonna watch the finale tonight, and then edit this video tomorrow and tell y'all how I feel about it. So there should be like, oh, hey, it's future me. Why this is me after watching the finale, and then I also watched the documentary as well. It was a lot that happened. Honest thoughts, I really do think that the first part of season 5 was really good. Episodes 1 through 4 were actually like phenomenal. I feel like it picked up exactly where like season 4 kind of left off, of just like the stakes feeling high and the pressure. I wish they would have just kept that all the way through. Even though it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I've heard this comparison a lot, but it's honestly what I thought it would be, and honestly what most people thought it would be. I thought it would be like Weird Mageddon from Gravity Falls, where like the Upside Down comes up, like the Demogorgons are running the streets. You get what I'm saying? Like I thought we were gonna get like some Fallout level zombie apocalypse, well, Demogorgon apocalypse level thing, and that's what I thought we were gonna get. But yeah, I didn't have a problem with the first batch of episodes. Second batch of episodes just seemed like exposition just over and over again, and then the finale was just so boring. No Demogorgons in the abyss, and it was so rough, dude. It was so rough. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it was. Let me reword it. I don't think it was bad in the sense of like, oh, it sucked. I just think they played it so safe that it was just, It was just, You get what I'm saying? They played it so safe. They didn't hurt anybody. Nobody died. Spoiler alert. Sorry. But like everybody just kind of, just another day. It was just another day in Hawkins, dude. But yeah, and that's what Future Brandon had to say about it. That's there you go. The power of editing, bro. That's time travel right there, boys. That's time travel right there. But yeah, nah. But if the ending is ass, like Brando said, or if the ending is good, We'll see how I feel.
No one. I don't got a sponsor. This is a brand new channel, but I have a gift for
you
you
just like
guys.
me, for real.
I'm doing a giveaway at the end of the video, so make sure you watch it till the end.
I did not like that.
It's 2015, and these guys, Matt and Ross Duffer, are trying to hustle in
Oh,
Hollywood
they're actually
and get
brothers.
their
I
first
thought it was
major
just like a
film
joke.
made called Hidden. And I have no idea what this freaking movie is or what it's about, so let me Google it real quick for you guys. All right, it's a psychological thriller starring Alexander Skarsgård, and it has major inspiration and influence from M. Night Shyamalan. It only made $300,000 in the box office, but that's because it didn't have a full release. It was just like a limited release, but it still got a lot of positive reviews from critics. And this guy, Donald Lyne, seen the movie, and this guy was so impressed, he gave the Duffer Brothers the opportunity to work with M. Night Shyamalan himself on a TV show called Wayward Pines. While they were working on
I heard
the
of
show,
Wayward
M. Night
Pines, never
Shyamalan
watched it.
mentored these guys, and by the time they were done, they felt like they were ready to make their own TV show.
You know, we had just come off Wayward Pines and we felt like we sort of understood the TV world.
So the boys cooked up a 20-page pitch book and went to 15 different cable networks to try to get it made, but no one wanted it. Over 15 different cable networks said no to this
Been there.
idea because they all felt a plot with children as the lead wouldn't work.
Okay, thank you. He's about to list them off. Banger.
That's the stupidest-
I don't know what Super 8 is. I don't know what Super 8 is. But bro, there's enough movies and TV shows with children at the center. I mean, shit, even Harry Potter, bro. What are we talking about? They didn't think it was gonna work, bro. Y'all fumbled the bag, boys.
Thing I ever heard in my life. But regardless, no studio or producer in Hollywood wanted to make this masterpiece of a show because they all thought it was going to be absolute booty cheeks. They even told the Duffer Brothers, just make it a children's series or just drop the children entirely and just focus on Hopper. But then something happened.
Can we talk about Stranger Things? How did you get
If it was just
involved
Hopper,
with
I
that?
don't
When
know.
did you get involved with
Oh,
that?
Sean Levy.
Literally, it was this script that some people had read, and everyone was like, well, wait, it's a show starring kids that isn't necessarily for kids, and it just was kind of going overlooked. And I read this thing, and it was just too good.
That's Sean Levy, a once struggling and failing actor turned director, making movies like The Internship, Real Steel, Date
Banger,
Night, Night at the
banger,
Museum,
banger,
The Pink Panther,
banger,
Cheaper by the
banger,
Dozen, Just Married,
banger.
Big Fat Liar. And look,
That
I freaking
one was
love
a banger,
Frankie
but The
Muniz,
Big Fat
if
Liar
I'm
was
the
a banger.
Duffer Brothers, I don't think I want the guy who made Big Fat Liar to help me make a show like this.
We are not gonna take no big fat liar slander, bro. What's bro's name? Freddie Muniz, bro. Hey, bro, we not taking no big fat liar slander. It's a slander around these parts, bro.
Regardless, when he read it, Sean Levy fell in love with it. Somehow, they got together in his office one day, and they could have kept going to other producers and studios, but Sean said one thing, and it was all they needed to hear.
On paper, there's probably producers who are more appropriate for this genre material, but there's no one who's going to be more passionate, and I'm going to link arms with you, and we're going to get this done. And unlike a lot of other production companies, when I say we're going to do something, we do it.
Oh, real nigga, Sean.
Now, it's 2016, and after arguing and debating about the show's name and location, which originally was based off of a real conspiracy called the Montauk Project that takes place in Montauk, Long Island, which is also actually where my Aunt Angela lives and my family. So,
Shout out Angela.
do me a favor, if you ever see them, run. Run for your life. Run as fast as you can and don't look back. After a lot of changes they have to make, the Duffer Brothers and Sean Levy finally convinced Netflix to make Stranger Things. But Netflix had one big problem. They had over $6 billion invested in their own shows and productions,
House
but it
of
wasn't
Cards.
keeping subscribers or even bringing in new ones.
Daredevil.
So when the Duffers came to
Oh,
Netflix
hey.
with Stranger Things, they didn't really have
was all
any
heat.
faith in the project. They just put it up and hoped for the best. But on July 15th, 2016, Netflix realized they just made the greatest decision in their entire life. Listen, when this show came out, it felt like the entire world was talking about it. People
Oh,
were
yeah.
begging everyone for
yeah.
Netflix passwords and accounts, which Netflix don't allow you to do now. They freaking block that action. But even more people were
Hey Netflix, bro. Hey Netflix, bro. Look at me. Don't you ever do that dirty shit again, bro. Y'all fix it right now. You money hungry pieces of shit, bro. It's a lot I bet you would get more money if you could just let us share accounts, bro. I don't know how hey, don't ask me how the logistics will work. I bet you would.
buying Netflix subscriptions just so they can watch the show. Season 1 of Stranger Things was so freaking good. It changed the world, man. It changed everything. Every single detail about this show, from the intro screen's title card, the mesmerizing soundtrack, the gorgeous cinematography, the incredible characters, the acting, the casting. I mean, my God, I know it's a TV show, but Winona Ryder was so good in this. She deserves a freaking Oscar.
Oh yeah, season 1 she was cooking.
Maybe I am a mess. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm out of my mind. But God help me, I will keep these lights up until the day I die if I think there's a chance that Will's still out there.
What an incredible comeback and performance she did in this show. And not only did
She
it
was
instantly
cooking in
become
season
a
1,
classic,
bro.
but it also
That was
became
that,
a
bro. I know I'm pausing a lot, but that was that first Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. ass hunger. That's what that was, bro. If you watch Iron Man 1, bro, the way Robert was acting his ass off, that boy Bobby put everything in that bitch. Everything in that bitch. That's how Winona was moving in Stranger Things season 1, bro.
Because streaming TV shows at this time was definitely starting to become popular, but binging all episodes of one season in one setting was definitely not common, and this show made it common. It broke every single Netflix record at the time, and millions of people were finished watching the show in only a couple of days after it came out. And even though it was clearly inspired, written, and even shot extremely similar to every other show that came before it, like E.T. I mean, they even made the kids audition for this show with the lines from E.T.
The most excellent promise you can make.
Most excellent promise you can make.
And close your eyes.
Okay, now close your eyes. The most excellent promise you can make.
I have absolute power. Say it.
I have absolute power. Say it.
But there's also clear inspiration from The Goonies, The Last of Us, Prisoners, Poltergeist, Firestarter, and so many
Definitely
other
Firestarter,
shows,
holy.
games, and books. But somehow
think
it
about that.
still felt so new and refreshing and original. And I think that's because they nailed the most important thing, and that's
The bottom line is you just need to write a simple character that the audience can like and just, tell a very simple story. Because once you know that and know the building blocks of how to do that, both in terms of writing and just in terms of production, then taking that next step suddenly doesn't seem as daunting.
It's
Secret sauce.
2017, your boy's 16 years old, I'm living in LA, and it's award season. Award season basically just means it's early in the new year and all the award shows are starting. Now, for me and my family, it was a tradition to get full blast dressed. I'm talking, put on the fanciest clothes you freaking own, put on your fake designer underwear, socks, and scarves, and let's go hit the town, baby. Let's go paint it red. And we did all that just so we could sneak into these events and parties and award shows and meet all these famous people, man. Take pictures. It was fun. Don't freaking judge me, man. You would do it too. It's cool. Me and my brothers were famous people, man. Take pictures. It was fun. Don't.
Who is that? Is that Dove Cameron? That's not Dove Cameron. She looks different. I don't know who that is. Pretty sure that is Dove Cameron. I don't know. I don't really care either. I just thought it was Shotty from Liv and Maddie.
Freaking judge me, man. You would do it too. It's cool. Me and my brother is walking down the hallway
do
at
it.
the Beverly Hilton. We look up and we see Joe Keery from Stranger Things just freaking looking at us like he's staring at us. And we could tell by the way he was looking at us, like, I know you guys aren't famous and you just came here to take pictures, so you guys want to come take a picture of me? Come on, let's take a picture. But because of how much me and my brother hated his character in the first season of Stranger Things, we literally looked at each other and said, nah, this guy sucks. And we just freaking walked away. We didn't don't take a picture with him. As we was walking away, we was talking to each other and we realized, why do we hate this guy? He's not really Steve Harrington. He's an actual person. He's a human being. And after talking about it for a little bit, we turned around to try to find him, but it was too late and he was gone. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I ever made in my life. Because this man in this show is the most incredible, well-written character on the entire
And he was supposed
show.
to
And he's
die.
shaping up to have one of the best character arcs I've ever seen. So Joe, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. And the reason why I told you that is because I wanted you guys to know how invested I was. And after rewatching the first season,
Because that boy Joe was supposed to be like, Steve is, I'm pretty sure they said Steve was supposed to die in season 1. Yeah. Excuse me. But they said Steve was supposed to die in season 1. That's why in season 2 he's just like hanging out with Dustin and the kids the whole time. Because they literally were not expecting to keep him around, bro.
of this show. It just blows my mind to know that this guy was supposed to freaking die in the first couple episodes of this show, but they loved him so much that they freaking totally changed the way he's written and completely changed his character's arc story, and they just kept him in the show.
See Steve in the season 1, you're like, that guy's gonna get killed off. It's so wonderfully surprising. It was the plan to kill Steve.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
He was supposed to die in the finale. I'm pretty sure he was gonna die earlier. It's been a while.
I've never seen a show balance the cast so wide and still give almost every character an amazing arc and growth with
I disagree.
each and every episode and season. However, whatever secret sauce they were cooking with, they were starting to run out of it. Because as the show went on, it did have one horrible episode that I know that they wish everyone could forget about. And the show started having a little more forced propaganda, messages, and motives as it went on. But for me, I didn't care about all that, man. I just wanted to know what happened.
I'm not as mad about the whole Will being gay thing. I think if you care about that, I think if you care about that, then you're kind of weird, bro. It doesn't matter. Gay people exist. Like y'all are acting like he came out as a merman or something, bro. Gay people exist, bro. I don't know what to tell you. And then also too, like, I don't know. It's stupid. I do think it's weird the people that wanted to see him and Mike hook up though. Worried about if two teenagers are gonna bang in a TV show is kind of weird. That's kind of crazy.
These characters. Sure, season 2 and 3 has its flaws, and they're nowhere near as good as the first season is.
How do you even drink that? Because it's delicious. Sweeter, bolder, better.
But I still freaking love those seasons and the new characters that they brought into. I just didn't know how much more I was about to. I don't care. I'm just gonna say it. Season 4 of Stranger Things is perfect. It's hands down the best season of television I've ever watched in my life. Yes, I've seen Breaking Bad. I've seen Game of Thrones. I even seen The Sopranos. And those shows are all masterpieces in their own right. I'm not saying one show is better than another right now. I'm just saying this. I don't believe you can make a season of television better than this. Just the episode Dear Billy, the 4th episode in this season, is good enough to be its own standalone movie that gets played in theaters.
Do I think you can't make a better season of television than this? I think you're only saying that because it's so short that they didn't have to like add other stuff in. I think that's what it is, and that's no disrespect to Stranger Things, because like I said, season 4 is peak. Season 4 is peak. But yeah, no.
Worldwide, and I promise you, if it did, it probably would have won some Oscars, and that's a huge freaking problem, because as excited as I am for this new season, the Duffer Brothers set the bar so high for their own self that it's going to be almost impossible for them to follow up that golden season of television, because at this point we know a major character that we love is probably going to die, and landing an ending for shows this big and impactful is always so hard, and most of the time people fumble this task. How I Met Your Mother, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, they all suffered from this. And there is nothing I hate more with a passion than a show with a bad ending. For me, when an ending is bad, I just end up not liking the show at all. But guys, I think the boys cooked.
We do have a general sense of where we're going. We've known the ending of the show for quite a while.
The Duffer Brothers just said they knew how this show was going to end over 7 years ago. And after rewatching the first season and literally seeing Vecna in the first episode of this show, years before he was ever brought in or announced, I 100% believe them. The boys are telling the truth, especially just from their taste and inspiration that they have from their shows and games that they love. It's enough for me to know that this finale is going to be chef's kiss. But after watching the trailer, man, and seeing the parallels to Harry Potter and Voldemort with Will and Vecna, it just blows my mind that I got to live and grow up with a cast twice as they go on these insane life journeys on and off camera, while I'm still just sitting here on my butt eating a bag of Doritos. That makes 20 years worth of Doritos I ate as I just sat here and watched them live these incredible lives. That just made me really depressed. Anyway, if you somehow made it all the way to the end of this video and you're looking at my ugly face and these humongous eyebrows, I got a freaking gift for you. I'm giving away a PS5 or the game console of your choice. All you gotta do is hype this video up, take a screenshot of it, and then follow and reply with it to my pinned tweet on Twitter, and that's it. I also...
Y'all go do that so y'all can go get a PlayStation 5, bro. But anyway, W video from Giovanni Marks. How do I feel about it? Again, we'll have future Brando take over right here. All in all, I really do think that Stranger Things was a really good show for all things considered. Like I said, seasons 1 and 2 were really good. Season 3 was kind of mid. Season 4 was spectacular, and really picked up where season 1 and 2 really were. Season 5, the first half, like I said, was really good. The second half, not that great. But I'm just happy that we had Stranger Things. I wish all the actors the greatest of luck, and I hope that they book future gigs where they can really get some get more exposure. Mostly my boy Caleb McLaughlin. Shout out Caleb McLaughlin. But if you guys want to see the reactions live in real time, twitch.tv/Brando or whatever, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.